Still, and I'll release you.
Mig, eat Vanak.
What's the status? Over!
We've been engaged! Bad guy coming out!
Hey guys, thank you for checking out this video. That was footage of Halo Reach that just came out on PC, running on my gaming PC. I thought it would be fun to do a quick tour of my machine that I built a few months ago in 2019. It's been really awesome, so here we go. We'll start with the case. So this is the H500 from NZXT. I went back and forth on cases and case sizes, but in the end, I decided to go with this bad boy because, well, look at it. Looks awesome. It allows for some really nice organization on both sides of the case. I went with a mid-sized tower instead of a smaller one because I wanted it to be easier to upgrade down the line, and mid-sized tower stuff seemed cheaper as well. The black and white case definitely reminds me of a Stormtrooper, so I decided to go with that theme, and I got this cool little sticker right here off Amazon for pretty cheap. I'll put a link for that and for all the other parts in the description. Alright, so I've got the glass off, and let's go ahead and look at the motherboard. So this motherboard is the MPG Z390 from MSI. It's a pretty nice motherboard. You can kind of see the black and white theme in some of the designs. It's a little bit covered up right now, and also that cool shiny part there. So it kind of goes with the Stormtrooper theme. That's not really why I bought it. The main reason I bought it was for value, really. This model comes with the Wi-Fi built in. You can see in the back there. Yeah, you get a lot for the price. It's not the fanciest motherboard you can get, but it gets the job done. Looks nice. It does have the LEDs just on the right side there that you can see pulsing. So the CPU cooler that I have is a pretty popular one. It's the Cooler Master Hyper 212 Evo. It didn't go on as easily as I was expecting, but that's probably mostly because I'm dumb and or didn't follow instructions. But it seems to do a really good job at cooling, and I don't really notice noise from it. It's pretty quiet. The CPU that I've got underneath that is the Intel Core i7 8700K. So that's got 6 cores at 3.7 gigahertz. And it's got a boost clock of 4.7 gigahertz. It's plenty fast for games. Most games seem to rely way more on the GPU anyways. And this CPU basically has never been a bottleneck for me and runs pretty cool with this cooler on it. For RAM, I went with the G-Skill Trident Z RGB RAM, and I got 16 gigs of it. Speed-wise, it's DDR4 3000, and it just looks really awesome. You can have the RAM cycle through different colors and patterns, but I dig the default psychedelic thing that it's got going on here. The video card. So this is an EVGA RTX 2060, and you might notice that it's short and quite fat. And so if you're doing a smaller build, this might be a good option. Just be warned that it does take up 3 slots in the back. The thermals on it are not amazing. It's not super loud, but I wish it ran a little cooler. It's just one fan, but the temperatures don't get terrible. It was on sale on Newegg, so that's why I went with this particular one, but it's a good card. So with all these specs in mind, I consider this machine a really solid 60 FPS, 1440p high or ultra settings PC. I've definitely played some stuff in 4K, but the huge AAA titles use up 100% of the GPU at 4K, and the frame rate suffers a little bit. So I wouldn't call this a 4K gaming machine, but it's not way far off. The GPU is definitely the bottleneck here, but this is a really solid machine for 1440p gaming with those specs. So for storage, I went with a Western Digital NVMe drive. It's got 500 gigs and is super fast. I don't use any other storage because I only like to have the games I'm actively playing installed, so I usually have plenty of room. 500 gigs is plenty for me. And games load crazy fast on this thing, and right now prices are really good on this particular drive. I think it's around $80 on Amazon, so definitely check that one out. For the fans, these guys right here, I went with two 140 millimeter fans from Corsair. They've got LEDs in them. They're pretty good. They push a lot of air and they're nice and quiet. All right, so we're on to the back of the case. You'll see it's pretty awesome for cable management. A lot of it is actually done for you and things look pretty clean, especially compared to my last build. The power supply I have down there is a EVGA 650 watt, 80 plus gold power supply. It is a fully modular one and I love it. Any cables that I didn't need to plug into something are completely removed. And so there's much less clutter down there than there could be. I could probably clean that up a little bit, but it's all right. Totally worth the extra money in my opinion to get the fully modular version. It just feels good knowing that if I open the back side of my case, that Medusa's head isn't going to pop out and give me a heart attack. Anyways, thanks for watching the video. Check out the description if you're interested in any of these parts. Some of the links may be affiliate links, so thank you in advance if you decide to use any of those links to buy the parts. And thanks for watching. See ya.
Copy that, June. We're on it. 6, you got point.